Hello. Okay. Hello. Really spontaneous live stream today. I just decided to come live a few seconds ago because I mean it's obvious because of why I'm here. Like the moves that we see in the markets right now are really strong, I would say, and it is because there was one news event that was announced. I think it was some kind of speech. Let's check this out. Friday, 22nd. The Fed speech. Oh, there's also Trump later speaking. Okay, so we can expect some more volatility. So might as well comment this later. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, there can always be huge spikes or moves during these speeches, and today we saw that, which is I mean, I don't know, like so far it is good for some charts, bad for the USD Japanese yen, for example, which was stopped out with quite a lot of slippage also. Usually the stop or the risk that I take here is 250 euro, and here the loss was 350. So second day in a row that I got a lot of slippage for the range breakout EA. Yesterday it happened at the entry and exit for GBP dollar. But yeah, I mean, that's the risk that I take, I guess, if I trade breakout strategies like this and if I do not use the news filter. So I cannot really complain. It's just what happens from time to time. But on the other hand, also so far the GBP dollar is having quite a good trade, 500 euro profit. This, of course, not realized profit at this point. So it, everything can still happen. But that's so far at this point, it seems like a good trade in GBP dollar. And let's see how that goes. And luckily, the trade was open before the news, so we did not see any slippage here. Which is good in this case. And then also gold, which has a short trade today. Unfortunately, also because of the news, is now very, very negative. 400 euro down. Here the stop loss sits at 500 euro loss. So that's the maximum that I risk here for every single trade. And it's pretty much just a continuation of the trend that I currently see with the gold range breakout EA for the last few months. It's just not performing that well. But also since the equities went up, like the stock market indices, now I do also see some profits, of course, with the go long strategy. But as always, this is not the most, this is not the thing that I get really hyped about, because go long strategy for me is just, it just follows the indices. So of course, if indices go up, I make profits on that. But it's not something I'm super happy about, because it's just pretty natural, I would say. And and Anime Hunter is saying 1,600 euro commission. It's expensive, but I mean, this is I'm trading multiple trades every single day for over a year now, so that's what you pay. But that's also why I always say that you should not choose an expensive broker, but rather find one that is relatively cheap. And I see trading, the broker I use, is among the cheapest already. So yeah, that's just how it goes with the commission. And Algobotics is also saying, René, do you use swing account on FTMO or normal account? I use swing account, of course, especially because of days like today, because I don't want to violate any news trading rules. And with swing accounts, we don't have these rules. And here I just saw a lot of losses so far because of the news. Also, like in this account, for example, 1, 2, 3 trades were stopped out already. And luckily in this account, it seems like there was no slippage, which is good. So overall, this account still made a profit today, I would say. Which is good, but let's see. Also let's check out this account. Okay, nice, some profits here, which is good. I think US 30 is, it has 2 long trades with which is good, because we do see like this strong indices right now, and then also some trades, of course, in GBP dollar, one trade, and here also USD Japanese yen was stopped out, but luckily no slippage, which is good. And I think I also see the trade in gold here. Yeah, short trade already, like the range breakout trade. I also trade here, but I also have an India scalper trade now with the long position. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on today. That's how news days usually look, like crazy moves. And also like on news days, usually you either like make or break your performance, or at least that's how it is for me. Like I made most of my profits, I think, on really crazy news days, and I also had some of my worst days on news days. So it's always interesting, I think, and exciting. Yeah, as always, you can also post your questions in the chat, of course, just as Roman Allen posted. Is it a question? Yeah, lovely bullish move today. Yeah, let's see. I mean, the day is not over. We do have 1 or 2 speeches coming up, like especially Trump. If he says something, usually it moves the market. So let's hope that he doesn't mess it up for me today. Yeah, gotta wait for that. Have you tried implementing market structure-based strategies? I tried couple of times actually, but never really had success with it. And also it's super hard to really code this logic because it's not, like most of the time these strategies are traded by human traders, and they need like interpretation and stuff. So that's why it's usually not super easy to trade these or code these strategies. But yeah, I did a few had a few projects with it, but never really worked out, I think. So I never really used any of it, I think, in live accounts. No, not that I remember right now. But yeah. And by the way, I think the indices should be... Oh, no. It's still like some way to go to reach the all-time highs. The 40 is a little bit closer than the US Tech and US 30. I don't know. Let's move to the daily chart. Do we see all-time highs here already? Yeah, US 30 is already at the all-time high level. So crazy moves. Crazy day. I hope GBP dollar stays strong. Worst thing that can happen now is that I get stopped out in gold, and then also GBP dollar returns, because these two charts are usually correlated. And yeah, so let's see. Richard is asking, do I use the same risk on all of the range trades, e.g. Risking 250? And no, I don't. Actually, I use different risks. For example, I think in US 30 I only risk 125 euro, and in gold I risk 500, in GBP dollar I risk 250, in USD Japanese yen I risk 250. So it's a little bit different in the charts, but I just tried to create this portfolio, and I tried to set the risks so that highly correlated strategies or charts do not have so much risk, because then I just have like all of these charts would create even more risk, which I try to avoid. Yeah. Damn, sell trade in USD Japanese yen would be super nice today, but unfortunately I don't take the sell trade here. Just the first trade, which was a buy today. But yeah, market's still going strong. Congratulations from Brazil. Yeah, that's maybe too early, my friend. Maybe, I mean, the day's not over, so still things can happen. An FTMO count, I saw your UG is lagging. Really? What do you mean with lagging? I don't know. I mean, it's moving. I don't know if it's lagging, but yeah. Which of your EAs is the most profitable? I think at this point the go long, but it's really just because of the markets. It's like long term, I think it will not be the go long. I think long term the range breakout EA is probably more profitable because go long can only perform in bullish markets, in bullish stock markets. Right now I made a lot of money with it, like 30 or even more, 30k or close to 40k maybe, I don't know, with the go long only. No, I think it's like 30k, but still it's just because of it's really just because of the markets. So yeah. Yeah, now you can see this is exactly what I don't want to see, like that I get stopped out in gold and then there's the reversal. Because if gold falls down now, or comes back down, then also GBP dollar will come back down. Usually, because they are correlated most of the time, because they both go against USD. And I think these news in the US are mainly impacting US dollar, so yeah. My FTMO account is lagging in my stream verification, in the verification stream. Let me check that. It should not be lagging, I don't know. Let me check my own stream here real quick. No, I don't know. It's not lagging, is it? Is it lagging? I think it is. Wait. Yeah, it's lagging. Oh, I don't know why. That's weird. But I think it's just the chart that's lagging. The price and the profit and loss is actually correct. So yeah, no worries. Everything's fine. And I just realized that my verification live stream, or the count in my verification live stream is up quite a bit, which is good. I can also put it on screen here if you want, like just to show you what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, it's this account here, like the verification live stream, where I trade one FTMO verification account. So here the target currently is 5% profit, and I hope I can reach it at some point. Today seems to be a good day. Currently the positions are 3.5k in profit, which is good. But still, as I said, day is not over, and on news days you never know. Like, it can really be crazy. Like, all of these profits could be gone in the next 5 minutes. Let's hope it does not happen, but it can happen. It's definitely a possibility. I've seen it so many times, like, throughout the years. Like, news days are just, I think they are kind of unpredictable. And on one single day, you never know how it will turn out. Over multiple days, like news days, I think it's still good for me to trade on news days, but on one single day, it's more or less random, and I'm just hoping the best every single time. But I just don't know what's going on. Also, let's check here my what the frick, my Darwinex account got a good beating today because of gold. The problem is here, yeah, maybe this is my fault, but since I trade a 1,000 euro account, I should have traded at least a 2,000 euro account, because here I only can trade 0.01 lot in gold, which is way too much, and that's the smallest lot size. So here my risk is, yeah, I was stupid, I think, choosing or depositing only 1,000 euro. I should have deposited 3k. I don't know why I just deposited 1. And yeah, all of the trades lost here, basically. Just GPS dollar still open. Very bad day. Also slippage a lot. Damn, what a bad day in this account. That's definitely not good. Okay, here was no slippage in gold, but still a huge loss because of the lot size, which is just too high. That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you win. Today you lose, or I lose. At least in this account. But yeah, that's how it is, right? So let me read your chat. Alexandre, I hope I say the name right. I don't know. Sometimes I think I mess up your names because I don't know from which country you are. And even if I would know, I would probably mess it up. But yeah, so you're saying in my real ICT USD Japanese yen account, there was also this difference between the range and the sell trade and not in the demo account. Yeah, I mean, like slippage is kind of unpredictable. I don't know. Sometimes I see more slippage in ICT accounts. Sometimes I see more slippage in FTMO accounts. It's really, I don't know if you can predict it in any way. To me, it's a bit random. And you are, of course, dependent on the execution of the broker, because the broker is the market maker. So the broker decides what execution you get, pretty much, or the liquidity provider or whatever. But in the end, like, the broker is the market maker. Then there is a comment again from Algobotics. News days are bad, but essential. Yeah, I mean, they can be bad. They can also be good. I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship, or how I see it. Like, sometimes I love news days, sometimes I hate them. Usually I'm happy when they are over and I did not lose money. King Eke saying, don't you want just close and take profits manually? No, not really. I mean, why would I do it? It's not according to the strategy. And I mean, yeah, profits are here now, but still, they can be even more. Like, maybe at the end of the day, it's a 5K profit or a 10K, or maybe it's a 5K loss. You never know. That's why I try to not interfere with my trading at all, because I know also from experience that usually it's best to just stick to your strategy and don't mess up with your expert advisors, and just let them do what they do best, like doing all of the trading and stuff. Fahad is saying, hey René, how are you, buddy? I'm good, thanks. Do you use and have a fixed target for the week or months? No, of course I don't. I think it's stupid to have a fixed profit target, because from my experience, you should not limit your profits. Like, if it's going good, then often it's going really, really good. So I've seen, like, I don't know, like, most of my performance I made in, like, specific days or weeks. And if I would stop trading, let's say at noon during a day, or like at Tuesday for the week, then I would limit my losses a lot. So yeah, as I said, like, I just use my expert advisors. I just stick to the strategy every single day, 24/7. I don't trade manually. I don't interfere with the programs. That's what I do. And at the end of the day, sometimes you wish you would have done something, but you never know. And sometimes it's best to just let the EAs run, and they can create even more profits until the end of the day. So do you set the lot size manually? I mean, I put the settings for my programs, but for example, for the range breakout EA, the lot size is not, like, it's not always the same. It's calculated. Like, here you can see I'm using a risk in money, so in euro in this account, and it's calculated based on the range size and the stop loss, and yeah, I mean the stop loss and the risk that I want to take for every single trade, and this calculates the lot size for me. Or the EA calculates the lot size then. Strike 1410, it's a very specific number, says, I see that you failed a lot of FTMO challenges before you passed and started making good profits. Why the string of losses, and did you make a change in your strategies? Yeah, I can exactly tell you how this happened and why it happened. I also made videos about it, but I can also say it here. So you can see here the first 7 challenges that I took, all 100k challenges, unfortunately, I lost every single of them. And the problem is that this was still when FTMO had the 30-day challenge rule, which you maybe remember. Like, back then you only had 30 days to pass the challenge, and then 30 days again to pass the verification. And that's just complete bullshit. It's not trading, it's gambling. So you have to take too much risk. You have to maybe even adapt your strategies, or at least for my strategies, this was just not sustainable in the long run. And whenever they stopped, and yeah, at this point also, after losing the challenges, I decided that it's just messed up to trade with FTMO if they have these rules, which are just unfair and do not promote actual trading. So I decided to dump FTMO at this point. And when they stopped having this weird rule, then I started it again. And from this point on, I'm super successful with FTMO. But also, like, on average, it took me like 6 months, or even sometimes 1 year or even more, to pass challenge and verification. So you can see, for me, this 30-day challenge rule really made all of the difference. And I think the rule was just super fucked up. Like, it's just not trading. If you have to make profits in 30 days, then it's gambling, because you can never predict the the profits in the next 30 days. It's just gambling. So that's why I lost a lot of challenges in the beginning and why I was not able to trade properly. But yeah, like after this rule was abandoned by FTMO, it was a lot better. And I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 7, right? Yeah, I lost about 3,500 euro because, yeah, I traded still. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you lose some money, sometimes you win some money. I'm not mad because of the loss that I had here. But it's just, yeah, that's the FTMO story pretty much. And then Forellenlord is asking if I'm German. Yes, ich bin Deutsch, ja. UV Utkarsh, I don't know how to pronounce the name. What VPS and what plan do you use? I use a Strato VPS, like Windows VPS. I don't know the plan. Let me check the properties. It's like not the weakest option, but also I think not super strong. I don't know, like yeah, 32 gigabyte RAM, 2.1 gigahertz processor. Yeah, I don't know. These are the specs of my PC or the system that I run everything on. And yeah, it's working quite fine. And we see new highs in GPU dollar, which is good. Come on. I need this. And also new highs in US30. Crazy move. Is it actually a crazy move? I think should be. I mean, it's 1.5%. It's not too crazy, actually. We've seen stronger days already, but still, 1.5% is a lot. Agobotics, what's the risk you use on your most aggressive account on FTMO challenge to pass phases on each trade? The range. Like the most aggressive that I ever went was, I think, 1% per trade. Or was it 2? I don't know. I think 1% was actually the most aggressive that I ever traded. And yeah, that worked out quite well. Simon B is asking how much you risk on FTMO per day if you trade more pairs at once. Yeah, obviously maximum 5% because that's the rule that they have. So if you risking more than 5% is a little bit stupid in my opinion. Yeah, because then you just lose the challenge if you could still trade it. So never risk more than 5% per day. But yeah, I would go all the way to like 4.5% loss, for example, on a single day. About that, I don't care, but I don't want to violate this 5% rule. Yeah. Roman is asking, René, can you please explain how your range breakout EA works? Yeah, it's simple. I have 2 times at the morning usually. For example, here in GPS dollar, it's from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. And during these times, the EA creates this range here. And then after this time, so at 11 a.m., it will place a buy stop order at the upper end of the range and a sell stop order at the lower end of the range. And the upper end is just the highest price inside the range. And the lower border of the range is just the lowest price during the range. So that's a very simple strategy. And then I trade the breakout, and then I do not have a TP, but the stop loss is set, usually at the other side of the range or just a percentage of the position open price. So it's a very, very simple strategy, but so far really effective. Made a lot of profit with the range breakout EA so far. You can see it also in my monthly analysis videos. Yeah, I think made around like 20k or so in this account with the range breakout EA. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 15k. I don't know exactly right now. Art of Life is asking, would you try the IC funded prop firm? I don't know. I don't know if they are big. IC funded. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot about them, so I don't know. At this point, maybe not. Also, the website does not look like super professional. That's why I kind of want to stick with FTMO right now, because with FTMO, I know all of the processes, like everything works smoothly. I don't really feel the need to try any other prop firm at this point. Also, none of the others. Simon is asking, when trade more pairs at one account, do you backtest every pair at once or all at once? I do both. I test every pair on its own, of course, to do like the first test, also to see if the strategy is profitable in this specific symbol. But then also I make a portfolio analysis usually, or sometimes. For this account here, I made a portfolio analysis. You will also find videos about this on my channel already, where I track the performance of all of my strategies, all of the charts, which are 12 currently in this account. And I put them into the Quant Analyzer, which is a tool to combine backtests, and then I can see the portfolio performance, like the combined drawdown, the correlation between strategies, etc., etc. And yeah, Tommy is saying the market is crazy today. Yeah, it is. It's really like news days are always like a box of chocolate. That's what Forrest Gump would say, I guess. Alexander ist saying, kann ich dich mal auf Deutsch fragen zum Thema VPS? Yeah, you can. Ja, klar. Kannst du auch auf Deutsch Fragen stellen. You can also ask questions in German, because, I mean, I speak German, so why not? I can also answer in German. It's not a problem. Art of Life, I trade with 0.3% per trade. I feel relaxed and sleep well. That's the most important thing, actually. You should never trade with too much risk, so you cannot sleep well. So always stay like true to yourself and do not try to gamble and get rich overnight. Just be, yeah, realistic and smart. That's important. Farhad is asking, René, are you in Berlin? No, I'm not. I'm in Budapest right now. I was in Berlin until last week, actually. But yeah, so if you live in Berlin, we missed each other. WDYT is saying, what happened? Was the trade closed? No, right? No. So what did I say? WDYT says, with prop firms, are you risking based on the maximum drawdown or the funding sizes? I mean, both, of course. I mean, I don't know if I get the question. Like, I do not trade. Like, if I have a 100K account, I usually trade 0.5 or 1% of the 100K. So not of the 10K. Because if you trade 1% of 10K, it would just be €100 and it will not get you anywhere. So yeah, I base my risk on the funding size pretty much. Danny is saying, check if the like button works. Did you press the like button? I hope so. I hope it works. I also just pressed it. It works. So you can all press the like button if you like the stream. W7 Forex says, W Newsday. Yeah, let's wait. The day is not over, but so far it's not. I mean, so far it's actually not a super good day in this account, because I have 2 losses already, which generated €800 loss, even more, and just have 600 something profit in GPS dollar. I mean, the go long is also profitable right now, but as I always say, the go long for me is not like super important on a daily basis, because it's just following the indices. Mohamed is asking, hi René, why don't you trade with your 400K FTMO challenge account? I trade my challenge accounts. I don't know. I don't know what the question. Like, I trade all of my funded accounts, of course. Also, like all of my FTMO accounts are active. I trade them, and yeah, it's going good. What's your portfolio stagnation % per days? I don't know what that means. How can I measure it? I don't know. I can show you the portfolio analysis if you want. Then you can see like at least the graph if you're interested. Let me get it on the screen for you in the Quant Analyzer. I'm loading it right now on my other monitor. Load reports. I can also show you like how it works. So here is the Quant Analyzer. I can load like all of the backtests here. This is until mid of last month or something. I didn't update since then, so I can accept all of this, and it will just load all of the 12 charts that I trade in my live account here in the Quant Analyzer. And now you can see here I have the like all of the strategies. And then I can also select all of them and say create portfolio. So now you can see this is the combined theoretical. This is important because it's just based on tests, but this is a combined theoretical performance of this very portfolio that I trade here for the last, I think, 10 years. 10 years. So you can see theoretically it has a very good performance. And there are barely any stagnation periods. I mean, there were like here, like 1 year maybe. But yeah, also, of course, it's important to do not forget that this is just based on tests, and it can also be a lot worse in life now. And you can see, for example, here 2018 would have been even a negative year. Like the whole year would have been negative. And the current year that I trade right now, it's just a very good year. So I'm just a little bit lucky with the period in which I trade the account. Like 2025 is so far, it's like one of the stronger years, I would say. So never forget that. And yeah, that's how you can use the Quant Analyzer. Great tool, in my opinion. That's why I use it. Golden VO is asking, was it Golden VO? I don't know. But he or she says, Rene, why I backtested on my private account is good, but on prop firm needs some new settings. Do I need to follow the settings for prop firm? I don't know. I don't know your strategy. Maybe your strategy is very sensible to like a lot of different things. So if you want to run in FTMO, you should make the testing environment so it's also very similar to the FTMO environment. And I think then you should get more realistic testing results. W7 Forex says, question is TradingView backtest a real outcome or is it not fully real? Like, should I test my EA on multiple platforms and data? The problem is I don't have a lot of experience with TradingView, but I think it's just not including actual tick data, and it's just like guaranteeing all of your losses in the test, as far as I'm informed. But as I said, I don't have a lot of experience, so cannot really say anything. Art of Life is saying, I traded manually FTMO account and dropped to -7, but after 1 year, EA helped me pass phase 1. I scared and feel EA is Superman. Yeah, EA is definitely. I only use EA, so I'm a big fan. I will always promote EA trading over manual trading because I think there are a lot of advantages of EA trading. Angelos says, what's your opinion about the AI's trading robots? What are the AI's trading robots? You mean AI in general? I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with it. I think AI will be more important in the future. But so far, I haven't really seen any MQL5 EA that benefited from AI. So yeah, I don't know. Fahad is saying, Rene, were you a programmer or know any programming language before becoming an automated trader? No. It's funny because my very first programming language was MQL4, the programming language for the MetaTrader 4. So I actually learned coding from MetaTrader programming, which is kind of funny. And then I learned some other coding languages, like I know some Java, I programmed using the Flutter framework for a while, like some apps and Dart, and I know some I don't really know, but I did some stuff with PHP also and stuff like that. But yeah, I mainly code in MQL5 now, programming language for the MetaTrader 5. And yeah, I learned coding with MetaTrader. Casey is saying, how much money did you make on US Tech today? Lol. So far it's unrealized profit, but it's 800, which is good. Hope it can be a little bit more by the end of the day, but could also be less because we have the yellow president in the US speaking later. So this could be, could be a critical moment for the account. Beautiful equity curve. I think you're talking about the portfolio. Yeah, it looks really good in the tester. That's why I decided to trade it live also. And so far also in live is going really well, so I cannot complain. Then Casey is saying, can you do Monte Carlo with Quant Analyzer? I think you can. Actually, I never did. I don't really use it, but yeah, you can. I don't know. Should I do it here? Like, how does it work? I select the portfolio, right? And then number of simulations. I don't know how long it will take. Let's go with 10 for now. Okay, I think I can also go 100 because it's very fast. But I don't know. What does it tell me? Like Monte Carlo chart. But I don't know if the Monte Carlo analysis is really useful. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the outcome is. I think it just uses standard deviation, isn't it? So sometimes it will perform better, sometimes worse. It's that's why I don't use it. I think like it's not really helping a lot. Like risk of ruin, okay, 0. See, this is not helping at all. It's not a 100% probability of profit. It's just a statistical bullshit, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't really see like the benefit of Monte Carlo, to be honest. All of what I see here, I could have told you already before just by using common sense. So, but maybe it's just me, but I don't see the benefit of Monte Carlo stuff. Yeah, I think it's more like portfolio correlation, for example, is more interesting. So this is what I analyze with the Quant Analyzer, and then also, of course, like key figures and stuff, like in general, just charts and stuff, like charts of like the equities only. This is the stuff that I really look at in the Quant Analyzer, but not really. I don't really look at the Monte Carlo stuff, and yeah, just use the most basic features, basically. Art of Life saying, I think your portfolio is highly correlated. In a bear market, it's too dangerous. Yeah, of course it is highly correlated. In a bear market, I would get slapped into the face every single day, but that's how it is, right? That's the risk that I take. But yeah, I talked about this 100 times on the channel already. I just don't believe, or I just don't hope for a like 10-year bear market. But if it comes, then I'm fucked, and that's a fact. So that's how it goes. But if you trade, you have to take risks. It's very naive to assume that you can trade without taking risks, and this is the risk that I take. And I think it's a bet that, yeah, it's a valid bet. Andrew Boryoshenko, trading business at mindfulness, that's a long name, is saying, René, can you share settings for your setups of range breakout? Yeah, I can, and I did multiple times already. You will find videos for this on my channel. You will find my exact settings. I don't hide anything. Just watch the videos. Goatsy is saying, what makes you choose time-based exit than any other type of closing trades? I did a lot of tests, and time-based exit was usually the best long-term. So yeah, that's the simple answer. Also, I quickly want to check, by the way, my verification account. Because the markets are pushing again. So it should be good, right? Oh, guys. I'm just opening my own live stream. That's what I often do. But yeah, you can see here, this is like very close to passing the verification. 400 money, how do you say? 400 euro from passing the challenge. Now 500. Actually, it's kind of funny because one day the profit was already 4,800, and then it dropped down a lot again to like basically break even. And now with today's trading day, it's yeah, it's looking as good as it could, but still, day is not over. There's a chance that I pass this today if the markets push a little bit more. That's what I hope for at this point. Yeah, let's all hope for that. Maybe we can pass the challenge or verification. It's actually the verification. Maybe we can pass it live today together. I will actually get the account on the screen or open it also, because I don't know. Do I have to close it manually? I think FTMO closes for me, right? If I'm correctly informed here. I don't know. But let's see. I mean, if the markets push, good would be good. GBP US dollar is really strong. Oh, and I also have the gold trade here. I forgot about that. A lot of trades here. What's going on with Davinex? What a shame. Yeah, so let me read some more of your comments. Oh, sorry, my nose is a little bit stuck. I hope you don't hear it a lot in the audio. Utkarsh, guys, I just don't know how to pronounce your names. I hope I don't butcher every name. Can you suggest a coding tutorial idea strategy to you? To you? I assume you want me to suggest it to you, right? I tried coding it, but feels hard and no success. Yeah, I can suggest you one of my best coding tutorials on my channel. It's really good for beginners, so definitely check it out. René coding tutorial beginner. It's really, really, really good, and it will teach you a lot about MQL5 coding. I posted a link. Check it out. And also, if you want to have like the full learning experience the fastest way possible, check out the link that I just posted. It's my programming course. You also support me, of course, if you learn with it, and it's the best way to learn, in my opinion. Oh, guys, the FTMO account is pushing. Need to be careful here now. 100 euro to go. This could be the final move. Now we're going back again. Come on, guys. Wanna pass this? Like, finally, I'm trading this. Like, look at this. Shit, I'm trading this account for, I don't know, a year probably. Over a year. I trade this account for 1.5 years, which is insane. Would be good to eventually pass it today after such a long time. But that's what I just said before. Like, with trading, you just don't know when the profits happen. Like, see, I'm trading this account for 1.5 years, and now today might be the day that makes the performance for 1.5 years, just one single day. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to just stick to your strategies and just use automated programs, guys. I cannot repeat myself often enough. It just makes everything better. And now market is coming back again a bit. Still not really there. Need a little bit more of a push here. And then, actually, I don't know if I have to close the positions manually or if FTMO will do it for me. I think theoretically they should close the positions, right? They implemented this, right? We're getting very close to the target here. I hope that FTMO closes my positions automatically. Okay, we are here. Oh yeah, that's it, guys. Verification passed. That's how you do it. I'm happy for this. And it's another success with FTMO. It's a little bit funny because I cannot get a funded account for this because it will just go into the waiting queue because I am maximum funded. But yeah, it's good. It's a good day today for this account. Passed another challenge or verification. So yeah, complete challenge, which is good. Happy for that. Really, really nice. Yeah, that's good. That is good, actually. Finally passed this account. Damn. Took me like 1.5 years. Crazy. Actually, I'm wondering how it looks in in the FTMO overview now. Because here's the verification. Because I cannot get a funded account, so I don't know how it will go from here. I asked the support about it, and they said it will be put in some kind of waiting queue. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Here it says currently training objectives are completed. They will contact me. Let's see what happens next. But yeah, you can see here like I hate this bug. Yeah, there's this visual bug, so I cannot really show the performance. Yeah, it looks messed up. In the old metrics, maybe. Oh, it's not long. Ah, it's no longer available. Yeah, we cannot look at this. But yeah, you can see consistency scores, of course, very good. And then if we see the charts, we cannot see where the profit is coming from. Here it was coming from UJ and gold, and the stocks were just not really good. And GBP dollar was also not good. But yeah, still, I mean, challenge passed. That's all I want, and Yeah, let's hope for some more profits today. Okay, let me look at the chat. There are a lot of comments. I need to respond. So I've built a risk management, equity drawdown limited, blah blah blah, and can code candle anatomy. What should I learn next? I don't know. I mean, if you are good at coding, just try to develop good strategies now and try to get into like trading and stuff. For me, it was always like I had a strategy that I wanted to code and try, and then I learned what I needed to learn for it to code this specific strategy. That's how I always approached this. By the way, we are approaching like 6 p.m. So actually, this trade here will be closed, the GBP dollar trade. Because it's the closing time for my range breakout trades in the currencies here in this account. So it would be good, would be a really good trade. Like 700 is a really good outcome for GBP dollar, especially because GBP dollar was weak the last few, actually since I started trading this account, so it would be super good. Roy's asking, René, I've just signed in IC Markets and downloaded the robots. Will I receive the go ahead for Monday trading? Yeah, of course. Just request the license for your EAs and I will process it tomorrow, I think. Casey is saying it just shuffles the orders of your trades, right? For Monte Carlo. I don't know what Monte Carlo does. I think it's just working with standard deviation. It's making your profits a little bit better or worse sometimes. I don't know if it shuffles the trades. I think it does. It's just working with standard deviation, I think. What's your opinion about buying signals? I don't think it's good. I think you should always be responsible for your own money and take responsibility and use your own programs. Casey saying probably going to download anyway for portfolio analysis because been running. Okay. iRobotics, how many CPU cores you have on the machine in RAMGB? How much do you pay per month? I think I pay 60 euro per month, and I can show you the specs again here. This is the VPS that I use for my live stream account and a bunch of other accounts, like 32 gigabyte RAM, 2.1 gigahertz, 8 processors. Sebastian is asking, do you use the same strategy on all your FTMO accounts? I use similar strategies, but different settings in the FTMO accounts. W7 Forex is asking, is it possible to add partial TPs in an EA or MetaTrader? Yes, it is. You cannot put the TP level in the chart, but you can have partial exits. I think I have a programming tutorial on this channel already. Just check it out. Also, trade here will be closed in 1.5 minutes. Is the Quant Analyzer free to download? I think the basic version is free and then you have a paid version. But in my opinion, it's worth it because it's a great tool. Roman is saying, René, how go long works? I guess you hold that every day. Yeah, I just buy in the morning and sell in the evening. It's really simple. Also have a video about it on the channel. Yao is asking, how do you choose the lot size? It's a little bit based on feeling, actually. Or the risk that I take. Like I risk, for example, here 250 euro. Stop loss is at the other side of the range. So then it calculates the lots based on these two parameters. Forellenlord, ich hätte da so Panik, dass es wieder runtergeht. Ja, muss man drüber stehen. Kommt aber mit der Erfahrung, da wird man einfach entspannter. Goatsy is asking, go big or go broke portfolio. I hope I don't go broke. Fahad is asking, can you please tell me what tax percentage there is for the trading or stock trading income in Germany? It depends. If you trade a personal account as a private person, you pay 25% roughly. Since I use my accounts in the company, I will pay about 30% like company tax. Or like, yeah, I don't know if it's relevant for you, but different taxes. Or if I get it as a payout, as a salary, I pay like, I think about 37 on average. Around that, or 35% on average. It depends what tax applies. But I cannot really answer this for you. And here the trade is closed now in GBP dollar. which is good, I would say. Very good trade, 750 profit. Still, overall, the profit of the close trades today is negative because of gold and USD Japanese yen. But yeah, that's just how it goes, right? Hey René, and bouquet of homes. Bouquet of Thumbs. I don't know what this name is. Hey René, in 5 months, I've learned to code drawdown and trade limiter, custom functions, indicators, blah, blah. Am I progressing well? Yeah, of course. I mean, whenever you learn more, you're progressing well. Like, that's the thing about programming. You just get better. The more time you invest, the better you will get. You will never become more stupid if you learn how to code. That's a great thing. Abundant Covers is asking how the 200k count is going. Today, a little bit so-so. I would say I can put it on the screen again. Like 200k here is, it's in profit right now, but also got a big beating today already. 3 losses so far, and then 1 open position, which is in profit. But yeah, we'll need to wait until the end of the day to see how this turns out eventually. Yeah, it's the best, it's the worst performing account today out of my FTMO accounts. Like, this one was actually the best performing, where I just passed the verification. And then these funded accounts are also doing well. That's another 3k profit if nothing bad happens and Trump doesn't mess it up. I think you should be speaking now or soon, right? Calendar. Oh no, in 1 hour. Okay. Let's see what happens then. Well done, congrats. Yeah, thanks for the congratulations, guys. I'm happy also that I passed this verification account eventually, finally, after such a long time. Forellenlord is asking, macht es Sinn, deinen Bot über MQ5 Market zu kaufen? Naja, kommt drauf an. Also, ob du nutzen willst und ob es für dich Sinn macht, dann macht Sinn. Und wenn du mit meinem Partnerbroker nutzen möchtest, IC Markets oder IC Trading, dann macht es keinen Sinn, weil dann kannst du ihn auch umsonst nutzen von meiner Webseite. Check dazu meine Webseite ab, bmtrading.de. Wang Hong is asking or saying, wow, congrats, René. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Trollard is saying, do you sometimes change settings? Not really, not really. Very rarely. I think in this account I changed a few settings for like USD Japanese yen, GBP dollar, and gold, but I rarely do it, really. I don't do it often. W7 Forex, do you think a news trading EA can work possibly with AI that has access to the internet? Yeah, maybe it could work. I don't know, never tried it. Hugo Lima is saying, which server provider do you use as a VPS? I just use Strato, which is, I cannot really recommend it. It's a German provider. So if you don't know German, I don't know if it makes sense for you. But it's like a really basic, like just a hosting provider. You'll find all kinds of like VPSs here. But you can, I think, use any like vServer. I would recommend to get a Windows server, not Linux, because it's just a lot easier with MetaTrader, and then you can just choose like whatever package you like and then just get it, right? But yeah, as I said, Strato, I don't know if I can recommend if you do not speak German. I don't know if they have English support. They don't understand those news websites on their blah, blah, blah. I asked that because there are so many things to learn with coding. Yeah, just choose. I think for me, it's always good to choose the project that I want to work on, like the end result, and then go back from there. So if I have, for example, a program that I want to write, like the range breakout EA, then this is my goal, and then I just learn whatever is needed to accomplish this goal. That's the way I always go. UV is saying, is there a way to convert MT5 EA to NT8? A NinjaTrader, you can just code it. I don't know if there's a software for it. I don't know. Haven't worked with the NinjaTrader for like 10 years. Roman is saying, hey guys, let's click that like button for René. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the support. Please all press the like button in the stream. I would appreciate it a lot. Fibonacci is saying, if you could only trade one strategy on one instrument for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. It would be a traditional ETF exchange traded fund investment in the S&P 500 or something like that. Like very basic, very stupid. Bouquet of Thorns. Thorns! Ah! Now I get the name. Okay, I didn't see the R. Martingale can work if you have max equity limiter and max trade limiter, right? Martingale can work, but it can also blow up your account. So I don't know. Just a huge risk always. There's no way to. I mean, it's the same story always. Like if you risk more, you can earn more, and if you risk more, you can also lose more. It's always like this. It's just the most basic rule of economics. There's no way around this. W7 Forex is saying, gotcha. Oh, you're not saying to me. Sharon is saying, hi Renee, Sharon from Australia. Hey to Australia. Pretty late here, just want to say hi. Okay, hi back. Good to see you in the stream. And I was a student of your course and can't thank you enough. Oh man, that's a nice feedback. Thanks a lot. I'm glad that you like the course. And I hope that you write your own expert advisors now and maybe even use them already in some of your accounts. Thanks, man. That's a really great feedback. I appreciate it. Roman is saying, wow, René speaks German. Yeah, I'm German, by the way. That's why if I speak English, I have this very strong German accent. So, yeah. Fibonacci, do you usually calculate your percentage risk from the account balance or the available drawdown? From the account balance, I think, or usually like a fixed amount of risk. Like here, for example, I risk always 250 Euro. It doesn't matter where the account is currently. Forellenlord, kann man den Bot auf FTMO nutzen, wenn man ihn über deinen Partnerbroker holt? Nee, das ist ja der Sinn der Sache. Wenn du den für die Partnerbroker holst, dann kannst du ihn nur in Accounts bei meinem Partnerbroker nutzen. Dann müsstest du ihn kaufen auf Dings, FTMO. Goatsy, my VPS provider revoked my subscription for high CPU usage. Oh, that's bad. Never heard that before, but yeah. That's bad. Bad for you. And then we do have Casey saying something to W7 Forex. Okay. Marcin, geez, congratulations, Renee. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Cheddar Bob. I like the name. How do you feel about walk forward optimization? I don't use it. I don't understand it. I don't see the benefit of it. But I had a lot of discussions with members of the community already about this. Others think it's super useful, but personally, I just don't really see the benefit. But maybe that's just me. Sharon, thanks for the update. Oh, it's nice that you are still coding. That's perfect. That's such a good feedback. I love it. I'm glad that you are coding now and you create programs. That's super cool. Bouquet of Thorns. Is ChatGPT a good teacher for MQL5? I don't know. As far as I know, it's not like very good for MQL5. Maybe if you feed it with the like MQL5 documentation, then it might be better or more useful. But yeah, I don't know. Rico Sangallen is saying, hey René, I started your EA on RC Markets on July 21st, 2025. The performance to date is 6.05% with a maximum drawdown of 8.6%. Thanks you for your work. That's great. I'm happy that you made profits so far, and I hope you can make more in the future. Appreciate your feedback. Thanks, man. Casey saying the switching to German is so jarring. What is jarring? Yeah, sometimes I need to switch to German. I'm sorry. I hope it's not super confusing. But if I get a German question, I feel it's more natural and makes more sense to just quickly answer in German. But still, most of the time, of course, I will speak in English on this channel because it's my English channel. So most people can understand, I think, the English better. How is GPS dollar performs for your settings in range breakout EA? I don't know. Today was good, but in general, it's performing very bad. I think overall, GPS dollar is still negative. I mean, it's definitely negative, but I think I lost like 2,000 or 3,000 euro in the last 1.5 years with it. Powell's daddy. Oh, okay, so you are the daddy of someone, Powell, I guess. Hi, René, new here and love your content. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. That's a lovely feedback. Thanks for that. Now that I code, I have a lot of free time. What do you do in free time? Like sports, for example, meeting people, like pretty basic hobbies. So yeah, so Casey, I usually ask ChatGPT to look for posts on the MQL5 forum with specific moderators to come up with answers if I feel lazy. Yeah, if that works, that's great. In general, the MQL5 forum is great to get coding help for MetaTrader 5 coding. I often use it already myself, and it's sometimes you find good solutions for problems. Do you have set files for the range breakout? I mean, you can use my settings if you're interested. I shared them on YouTube already, but I would always recommend to just do your own tests and then use whatever you find is best for you. Okay, guys, I'm feeling my throat is getting a little bit sore. I'm thinking about coming back maybe for Trump later, but yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Maybe for now I will end the stream. Let me quickly check the last questions and then I'm out of here. Roman saying, René, are you using trailing stops in your strategies? Not in this account. I have some accounts where I use some kind of trailing or break-even stops, but not in this. Rico saying, I actually have almost all of your EAs, even the older ones. They're cool, work perfectly, and they're fun to work with. Thanks, man. I'm glad that you like my EAs and that you can use them. Yeah, the IC Markets EAs are always good, and always everyone can use my my EAs, of course. I can also post the links here. If someone doesn't know about it yet, you can use my EAs for free with my partner broker. Martin is saying, have you ever looked at China 50 market? No. Yeah, so that's the answer. Star T-Rex is also back in the stream today. Hello, hello. I can't find chart clock in navigation. What's chart clock? I don't know. I also cannot find it. Forellenlord hat meinen Bot gekauft und mal testen, wie es läuft. Ja, cool. Hoffe, der gefällt dir. Hoffe, du hast auch vor dem Kauf schon getestet und nicht erst nach dem Kauf. Weil du kannst auf MQL5 auch schon mit einer kostenlosen Demo testen. Bouquet of Thorns. I've learned a lot of my stuff from ChatGPT. Okay, yeah, that's good. Maybe for newbies it's very good. Also for advanced programmers, maybe. I just don't use it a lot. Thanks, René. Happy to find a Livetrader. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm out. Enough talking for now. Maybe I will come back later in 1 hour for Trump, but not sure. I haven't decided yet. And yeah, if we don't see each other again, thanks for joining, spending a couple of minutes or hours with me. And I hope you also had some good trades today. I'm out for today and I will see you in the next stream, probably next week. Yeah, if I don't use SLs, how do I close my positions? My position closures are based on times usually. So on this account, every profits are taken just based on times. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. And one more question about if you can buy the programs. Yes, you can. I just posted the link. That's it.